Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? I am going to do a 1v1 on the Korean map. I've been doing a lot of SCW, so I figured I'd switch it up. I'll do a little casty cast on the Korean map. And since we saw Byul, we've seen him in SCW recently. I figured I would do, and his Taeng versus Protoss looks almost unbeatable in SCW. I like to see him play against someone who I think is better than him. So Gensei, Minchul. So got Minchul on the Protoss. I'm gonna do 2 games of these two. We'll do a Protoss versus Taeng, Gensei on the Protoss, and then Byul on the Taeng, and then on the next one I will do Gensei on the Taeng, and then Byul on the Protoss. So we will get to see how these games play out. I have about, I want to say about 13 to 15 games they played straight. So I gotta kind of keep track of which ones I've done, and because I don't want to just do a bunch of Gensei versus Byul, so I'll randomly just do like maybe 2 a week or something like that. So, or two every 2 weeks. So, 2 games is what I mean. So, we'll just get right into it though. You got you got Gensei Park, Minchul. He goes by Minchul. On the Protoss, he's right middle. He went for an extra Nexus, going for the 1 cannon at his choke, and Byul is going to go with that double factory build. We saw him do that against Hydra recently, and these games are pretty recent. I'd say they were earlier in this year, so it's not like Byul has gotten a ton better. I mean, there's only so much for improvement, so this will be a good, just good to see how Minchul handles this, how he plays, and we'll see Byul's Taeng versus a top, I'd say the second best Protoss. So gonna lose his SCV there. Got the double factory on the way. Did make a Marine, and there's his triple factory. So that's what he does. He goes into the triple factory. He knows he's up against just 1 cannon, so probably up against an extra Nexus. Can almost be certain he's up against extra Nexus. And we'll see if he tries to quick push this. We saw him do that against Hydra. And I'm also going to be doing the games of Byul versus Jose. So I'm hoping those will be good. I don't want to do too much Byul on my channel, but you know. So not even going to make a Vulture here. And here's a minor attack. Going to see that there's only 2 Marines here. And now here's your scout. So 3 Marines. And going to get some information. Going to go right into the double tank. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm excited for this one. I don't know how Minchul is going to handle this. He will probably try to get quick DTs, but we'll see if mines get made. Let's see what the first upgrade. Siege is getting made right now. Getting 2 more gateways. He has his robotics facility. Not even getting, so it looks like he's going to go with Dragoons to counter this. So, and there's a Vulture that popped out. He's got 2 tanks. And now he might just go right onto the offensive. There are 2 cannons here. Gonna lose, almost lose that Zealot. And he's got a little expo right here, so might try to get a drop there or something like that. And now he's probably getting mines. So yeah, get the mines. He's getting the mines to counter DTs. And got 1 Dragoon here. And honestly, this doesn't look good for Minchul. Putting that Dragoon out here, letting Byul know that he's got Dragoons, but I don't know if he really does want him to know that, because 2 tanks is gonna crush that. So here's your push already at 445. Gonna take out both of these cannons pretty quickly. As soon as they're done, he's on sieging like a beast. Zealot in here taking out some of the SCVs. I don't know where that's that same Zealot that he ran over here. So super smart move there by Minchul. And we got 3. This could be over pretty soon. We got 3 Dragoons here, and also a Templar Archives. So I'm guessing 1 DT, 3 DTs on the way. Gonna siege, go after the probes, and took out only, I think he only got 1 there. And 5, oh, so maybe he got, I don't think he got too many. And now your mines are coming down, so able to take out some of the probes, has to move. And gonna take out more probes, probably lay some more mines, but the DTs are going to save the day for Gensei Park. This game is actually starting out as sickness right here. You got 2 cannons right here, and we will see. Nice taking out a little probe, so really doing a nice job. Let's see if there's any command center. Getting a turret here, gonna put some mines down. Where are all his units? Got a little Expo DT. I don't think I missed anything while that was happening. And gonna be able to take out that DT right there pretty nicely. A couple mines here to get some vision. And now Byul, so if you're able to stop this push, this is the thing. If you can stop the push, Byul's economy is gonna be pretty low. So I'm gonna lay some mines, try to take out some of the DTs. Does have speed, so gonna be very annoying. Lay a mine down right there. Gonna run around, try to get that DT to go onto it. Beautiful job there by Byul. Got a DT right here, and gonna run up here, get some information. Gonna see that robotics facility, and still just 3 Dragoons. So he could go on the offensive. So we'll see if he maybe just wants to go for the attack. He's got the 2 tanks here. Playing this a little bit less aggressive than he normally does. And Byul looks just pretty small. He does have 41 probes. Has a couple DTs. Going to make 2 more gateways. He's got a shuttle, an observer. Going to go with a Dark Archon. So interesting choice. We'll see what the reason is behind that. And pumping off of 4 factories, making a 5th. Going to be getting that upgrade. And going to get that comsat. Laying some mines down around his main and by his turrets to deter all the drops. And he's just going to play this defensive against drops. Maybe he's just going to wait for that first drop. But I do think he could have went on the offensive here. And Gensei is playing defensive as well. Getting some cannons in case there is a tank drop. And now it looks like we got some units coming out here. Put that, I had a saying for D&D. Put that, don't need that, I think. I just made it up randomly. Don't need that. D&D. Pretty lame, I know. So we got a little attack with the observer, so that's why I got the observer to take out any of these mines. So not afraid of the tanks, the possible tanks, but there are a decent amount of tanks. And has a lot of tanks back here. And gonna just come back home. Where'd that Dark Archon go? Another little expo here. And moving these guys around, trying to figure out what he's gonna do. Is the Dark Archon in here? No, I don't think so. But I'm surprised Byul is not playing this one more aggressively. I think when he watches this replay, he'll realize he could have. 7 factories, so actually macroing up pretty nicely. Here's that drop. Going to get your Templar, and there's a storm, and ooh, nice storm. He got 14 kills, I think, so able to sneak that one in. And that's one thing that when you go for this build, usually don't get a lot of defense. So here's your starport. Has the scan for DTs, can do 2 scans right now. Gonna almost have about 3 scans left. I think he's gonna put these guys up here. Maybe start building some turrets in the middle. Maybe put some tanks here. Put some tanks here. Here's your Dark Archon, and maybe we'll see some mind control. Here is that 3 Templars. Gonna probably just put these on the hill. No, and now we just got a full-on attack coming from Byul. So I think he's realizing he really did hurt Minchul early on in this game. And here comes your attack, and to drop the Templars, try to get these storms off. There's 1 storm, there's 2 storms, able to take out a decent amount of the Goliaths and the Vultures, but looks like Byul is going to win this battle. He's only playing with 34 SCV, so really low on his SCV count, and just trying to make as many units as he can and win this one right now. So if he can keep nice attacker there, if he can just keep pushing this, lay some mines, keep laying some mines, he is gonna drop unsiege these tanks with that drop. Nice little drop there from Minchul, and a little that little expo right there. Going to try to cut off the supply line, but there are some mines here, and I think Byul is gonna have this one. I think Byul is going to win this one, and scouts are getting made, but that was just such a fast push. Byul showing you why he is one of the top players right now. And we'll see if the GG gets called any second. I just don't see how Minchul can win this one. Maybe with an expo, but there's just way too many units here. Here's your scout, but there's turrets inside here. And Byul playing at 300 APM. I don't think he usually plays that fast, so really trying his best. Nice little storm here, getting sniped out by that vulture, those vultures. And let's see that GG so we can end this one. Let's see that GG McGee. And does have the upgrade on his attack. And I don't think I've seen Minchul lose a PVT. Maybe the only one I did see him lose was against JJ Jabho, or J Jabho, whatever. And it was a very similar build to this. So, wow. So, starting off with some flames, some fire right there. And maybe I will skip the second game because I want to see his I want to see a TVP again. I want to see this TVP again. So because this one is a PVT. So let's go right into this one. And then the next time I do the rest of their games, or two more of their games, I'll start with that second one. I'll remember. So let's go. And this was a little bit longer. So I wonder if Byul won that last one, so he'd be 2-0 on Minchul, which is unheard of. Only person that does that is Brain, the Brain Ski. So we'll see if he goes with that same build. Maybe not, because he put his depot here, but I think he will go. He will be. So he doesn't want to block this off. That's why he's not building the depot. When you're in a middle spot, you can do that. And I'll say this in another cast when I do an SCW game. But going with the extra command center. Okay. So let me point this out now. I saw Scan do this in the SCW game against Rabbit, and he had a bunch of mutas, and he had his queen's nest, and he was already making his hive. So he was getting attacked by Marines, and instead of having his mutas try to attack the Marines head to head, he just started shooting at his queen's nest, and then the ricochet would get the Marines, because he didn't need his queen's nest, so he would get some ricochet shots, free shots off on the Marines. So really cool strategy. I have not seen anyone else do that in Fastest. I mean, it's I think it would be beneficial if you put the queen out, if you have a corner spot, because he had a middle spot, he was doing it right here. But if you put your queen's nest here, and you're getting bulldozed through the front by a quick push, you're trying to go for quick guardians, you got some mutas out, and you can just use that queen's nest, get some free shots off, and try to survive. So Scan using his big old brain that he's got. So, but let's get right into this one. And actually, one last thing, they found Rittenhouse not guilty. Hopefully the cities stay safe. And I didn't think he was guilty either. So, but Yeah, so got the probe scouting right here. Only got one cannon, getting another cannon, gonna get scouted out. Gonna lose his SCV here. And ooh, and Minchul not gonna see that he went for the extra command center, but I do think that he has an idea because there weren't that many Marines here. So oof. I got that what's it called? Not heartburn, but my stomach. Acid reflux. So we got 6 Marines. Gonna just probably keep putting this guy back and forth. Try to see how many Marines are here. And gonna go with quick drops, it looks like. Because he has a Citadel, which is getting close to being done. Leaving this guy here just in case he does get attacked. He knows to make a couple more cannons. He is going to make another cannon, going with the double robotics. And this time, usually Minchul likes to put his Citadel up here and hide it a little bit. Going to put it right here. And there's your attack. So we'll see a nice little quick reaction from Minchul. We'll see if he builds maybe another cannon right here. Got the probe coming out. Or maybe he's going to build a gateway here. There's one cannon. Gonna sneak this zealot around, and Byul gonna do a nice job trying to snipe that out real quick. Gonna get sniped out right here, but here comes your frontal attack. Put a gateway here, so yeah, and then there's another gateway. So good job there by Minchul. So here's your Templar archives. Has the comsat. So we'll see if he scans. He's probably gonna scan real soon. He probably wants to see. Let's scan this, see if there's what the robotics are. Might be able to get a Marine over here to take out that gateway, but not completely sure. So here is already a shuttle, but it's gonna have 2 zealots in it, and I think he's just gonna go after get some scout action with this, but also go after some of the SCVs. So let's see what happens here. These guys are just walking like they're walking into a bar. And gets that little scout off. Taking out one SCV here. And I think he took out an SCV down here. And he's going to see that Byul is going with the double starport. And going to play this one more of a defensive game. And we will see a ton of drops from Byul for sure. Going to drop a zealot here. And Byul has his Marines over here, and gonna have to scan this. Gonna have to use one of his scans. There's his first scan. But keeping his Marines over here, trying to snipe out any of the drops like he did. So, or just make it so the drops don't come that way. Can't think of the word. Not defer, but yeah, not defer, but so we got another, and one thing that Byul likes to do, here's another DT, so just, and here's your scan. Let's see where that scan's at. So scan this, gonna see that Reaver, but not, don't know if he will be expecting that other drop, which is coming over here, and this one has Templars. No, it just has a DT in it, so gonna get spotted out by this Wraith, and he's probably got a couple Wraiths at home. Gonna snipe this out. Have to use another scan right here. Gonna try to maybe take out that turret right there. And here's the real drop. So just using that to distract. He's got a Reaver drop 7 minutes in. So not the fastest drop from Minchul here. Gonna drop that. Take out that Marine. And I would have to say that Byul is ahead right now. So I would say that. He does have less SCVs, but he survived, and he went for the extra command center super early. So here is another drop, and let's see if I can I kind of like the colors right now. So see, this drop sneaks in here. It just has a Reaver in it, so gonna drop, and is this gonna get through? There's your Reaver. Oh, almost got it. So very close drop there. I don't know how he almost got that in there with so many Marines. Killed that DT right there. And Got 2 Corsairs getting made already. Three Corsairs right there. And now Minchul is going to start just building up his base. Gonna probably get all 3 of his upgrades. Let's see if he has an upgrade on his attack. No upgrade on his attack, so I think that Minchul respects Byul's Terran a lot. Not gonna play this one too crazy. He'll probably even go for mind control because he doesn't want to lose another PVT. So getting all 4 armories right here. And here's a nice little scan. Whoops. Gonna see no drop coming just yet. 2 observers right here. So gonna use those Corsairs to counter the Wraiths. So probably use those maybe with a drop, we'll see. But here comes your observers and your Corsairs. Let's see, this maybe 6. I want to say 7. Yeah, 7. And a lot of Wraiths, but the Corsairs dominate Wraiths for sure. So gonna take out this engineering bay, and now Byul seeing the opportunity that the Wraiths are all over here. He might be able to just go for the shuttles right here, but there's a Templar right there, and just going to keep this cloaked. And Minchul has an idea that there might be some Wraiths coming after his shuttles, because this keeps getting scanned. So see, this gets, ooh, he took out 1 shuttle. Nice, taking out another shuttle. There's an observer here, so he was able to see this. Took out all those shuttles, but lost all of his Wraiths right there. But I think it was worth it. He'll be pumping out of, he's probably going to transfer right into Valkyries. Yeah, he's got 2 Valkyries on the way, getting another command center. His base isn't too big, but he's at 140 supply. And that's the one thing that Minchul just did, was he built up his base really big, getting a ton of robotics facilities. And that's what you want to do, because you just want to keep the drops coming. And probably going to start building in the middle too. And maybe drop here, do that a little counter, but hasn't put too much pressure on Byul yet. 3 factories for Byul, and he's got 3 starports. So we'll see if Byul can start making his base nice and big and supreme. Supreme bean taco burrito, supreme bean burrito, whatever the heck that means. I'm hungry. I'm thinking about Taco Bell. Getting the other that's the engineering bay. So I mean, I gotta kind of talk to myself when nothing's really going on here, but now we gotta finally a big drop. It looks like. We'll see if he just drops it right here, or if he drops it over the front. Maybe he'll just try to drop it right over the front. But let's see how many. 6 shuttles right here. There's those cannons in the front. So we'll see maybe if he transitions into carriers. He's probably going to build an expo somewhere. Here's that drop. And there's your Valkyries. And going to get some of his units dropped. I don't see a Templar out just yet. And I think the Templar got sniped out. The shuttle with the Templar in it got sniped out. So Byul is going to handle that one pretty easily, pretty casually there. So I'm guessing Minchul's going to start building up his base right here. Finish off building up his base, because that drop was a dud. So maybe he's going to go with more of a Reaver drop now. 2 Templars in there, 1 Templar in there, and 4 Zealots in that one. So yeah, this is not what I expected. I thought this one was going to be a little bit crazier. But both players, here's your Dark Archon, so that's not what we'd like to see. We'll see if Byul starts getting aggressive. He has all the money in the world now. Just needs to get all of his gas. And he does have 4 command centers. We'll see if he starts using his scans. He hasn't used his scans in a little bit. He's got the 9 Valkyries plus another 3, so he's got 12 Valkyries. And see if this drop's just going to be right over the front. I think there's probably some Reavers in here. There's a couple Reavers just going to drop right over the front and try to just bulldoze through here. Nice little storm right there. But all of these Marines right here. Nice storm on the Valkyries. Maybe one more storm will come down. We'll see, but doesn't look like it. And now I think Byul can go on the offensive if he wants. A lot of cannons coming around the sides, being contained. I think this is going to be your expo with the carriers. There's your Dark Archon. And there are all your scans. So going to see that huge base, but not going to see any Stargates. So knows he's not up against any carriers just yet. There's that probe down here. And yeah, usually with Minchul you see a ton of drops. Let's see if this is robotics right here. Robotics, a Stargate, so maybe he'll start dropping from here. Gonna try to sneak this one in the corner, which this one seems like Byul is ready for this one. And there's a Reaver that gets dropped, and that shuttle is gonna get through. And there's a Templar. He's gonna act like it's dead, but he can actually go for it. Maybe he doesn't know. Oh, he did move it though, and he's gonna drop the Templar. He's just leaving it up there. Does he not know it's in there? He's got a Templar in there. And here are your ghosts. So I'm gonna stop looking at this. He's at 79 SCVs. So there it is. There's your storm, and he did finally storm. I'm not sure why he waited. Maybe he just didn't see it. But huge storm there from Minchul. Can almost say that was a little lucky. Huge siege coming right here. 1-1 upgrades. Taking out those shuttles pretty nicely. Maybe got 1 or 2 of them. And Byul will be able to come back. He's got 4 command centers. And his base is absolutely huge. So he's somewhat prepared. He's got some ghosts here. Maybe he'll get a nuke or 2. And Minchul going to get an expo for his gas. And because he can't get his gas right here with the build that he's doing. Arbiter right here. And we got another drop coming right here. So let's see if he can land this one. And now look at Byul's money. Scan right here. And built a ton of command centers. Maybe he's going to kill some of these depots so he can build some more turrets there. Oh, he's going to lift this over. Put this over his main. So, but here comes that drop. And gonna drop just right here. And there's only 1 Templar in here. And that's going to go down. So, I think Byul can get his butt in gear and start just going right on the offensive. But Gensei has not been able to do anything against Byul this game. Just got that 1 storm off. But Byul has a full base right here. So we will see if this gets interesting. Let's see what Minchul's upgrades are. 1, 2, 1. And little drop ski right here. Gonna get sniped. And is this another drop? So here's another drop. The shuttle is a little damaged, but he's going in with 4 Corsairs. There's your Dark Archon. Snipe that out. Yeah, we don't want to see that BS. 2-2 upgrades for Byul. Let's see how close his other upgrades are. He's about a quarter, maybe a third way through. Gonna get 2 more factories. I think Byul can be a little bit aggressive now. Start scanning everywhere and see if there's any carriers getting made. 3 Stargates, 4 Stargates, and more Corsairs right here. And a couple Reavers here. Gonna seize these guys up. Little scan action. And looks like Byul's gonna start moving out here. So, and Minchul is just gonna try to buy as much time as he can. Let's see if he's got another Dark Archon that got made. This Arbiter has been showing. Maybe he's got an Arbiter somewhere else, but I thought he's had that Arbiter for a while, so I would think its energy would be a lot higher. Here comes a big drop. And this is one thing that you can do when you're playing against a Terran and they start moving out. You can just drop them because you know there's not a lot of units in their home base. Here's another drop coming, so a double drop. And sneaking this one through. And there's your Templar. and going to take out a ton of the SCV. So really nice job there by Minchul, down to 20 SCVs. And maybe he's going to want to land one of these command centers and start making some SCVs from there. He does have 3K in the bank. He's down to 18, 19 SCVs, and he's pumping. So gonna have to retreat some of these guys back. And maybe he's not going to go for the attack anymore. And now he's going to just keep turtling up. But carriers are going to be on the way somewhat soon. There's that Arbiter right there. Or he's just going to go for it. So it looks like he is going to move out here. So here's an attack. We'll see if some scans come down. Yeah, here they come. So going to see this attack right here. Might just start sieging up. Stim these guys as well. Gonna get that nice little flank action. So good job there by Minchul. And gonna micro these tanks a little bit. But Zealots are pretty damn strong. But he is gonna win this one. There's a little probe-a-dobe. Just doing whatever he wanted right there. Let's get back to the double vision. I'm guessing there is a drop coming soon. I don't think I missed one. I just saw something died though. So he's at 26 SCVs, all at 170 supply. Observer right here, able to see exactly what Byul's up to. And here are your carriers. No, just Corsairs. So just gonna go with Corsairs, Zealots, and a bunch of drops. So is there any Reavers in here? A couple Reavers. It's gonna really help out with the Zealots, and they'll get some nice splash damage on these tanks. Little snipe out right there. So nice job there by Byul, able to snipe out that Reaver. And Byul is at 41 SCVs now, so we'll see if he starts putting the pressure on Minchul, just starting to go for the attack. Maybe he'll put some of his tanks over here, some of the tanks right here, but here comes a big drop. Looks like it's going to be a drop. He's waiting for all these tanks to siege up, and then he's going to drop on it. There's your siege, and there's your drop. And we'll see if Byul unsieges here. It doesn't look like he's going to. He's at 183 supply, so he handled that pretty nicely. And got some Valkyries. Maybe he's going to start bringing the Valkyries over. He needs to get a couple scans. Can use those Valkyries to snipe out shuttles that are trying to drop on your tanks. Moving these guys a little bit closer. Let's see what the upgrades are. 1, 2, 2, and 3 for Byul. So this is Byul's time to shine. There's a drop, but nothing in it. And Byul can try to win this one right now. Couple little expo right here for Minchul. Maybe Minchul will make a drop from here possibly. Here is a drop. Let's see what's in this. Gonna go right over the front, knowing this is the susceptible spot of his base, and this is gonna just sneak right in. The Valkyries are not gonna be moving at all, so he's not gonna see this. We'll see if he tries to lock it down. And there's your storm, and going to not see it and take out all the SCV. So beautiful job there by Minchul. He was locked downing. I guess that's a word. These shuttles right here gonna kill this expo, and now nice lockdown right there. Lockdowning, that almost sounds like a dance. Gonna have to lock down these Reavers right here. Did lock down this one right here. Nice little defensive matrix. Not able to really pump at all, and that's why he landed all of his command centers, because he's gonna need to start making SCVs from those. Here's a Reaver, and Byul just gonna start pumping it up. But I don't know if I like all of Byul's unit choice right now. I think these might be unpowered. It's a lot of tanks right here. Nice little storm action. Probably going to siege these guys up. Doing some nice micro with these tanks. Reavers just spawned right there. A couple Corsairs. And we'll see if the economy for Byul comes back. Nice little defensive matrix. Needs to siege these up. Nice little stasis. Using the freeze button. And we'll be okay here. And he did make a drop over here. So that's what I thought he would do. And gonna drop a Reaver, and using all of his tools. But the Reaver is gonna drop a little bit premature. Some Valkyries were there, but didn't need them right there. So, and these guys are just gonna surround all of these tanks, take this out, put that Arbiter right on over. Maybe he's gonna go with a recall. We'll see. But Byul is looking pretty weak now. He got dropped a little too much. And I think that's one of the weaknesses of Byul's game, is getting dropped. Because he's so offensive. But, and that Arbiter, gonna nice little recall. Beautiful job there by Minchul. Just gonna start the attack with a recall. Doesn't even get a head start. Just recalls right on up in here. I don't know why these guys are going down here. And here comes another droppity drop. 2 Templars in here. Gonna try to go around the Valkyries. Gonna get sniped out. Did he drop the Templar? Not able to, so. But Minchul is breaking in here. Is this another drop? Gonna get sniped out, so. And here's another drop. So this is what Minchul's all about. Droppity drops, McDroppities. There's a Reaver in here, and this one should be able to get through unless it gets sniped up by the Valkyrie. And what happens if you try to drop a Reaver here? Does it just drop over here, or just does it not drop? So I don't know. So I don't think he was able to unload that Reaver right there. And let's see if carriers, a lot of DTs. So smart choice there by Minchul. There's that Dark Archon. That's what we don't want to see. And these Reavers are going to go down. Let's see if this one gets one more shot off. Did get one more shot off before he got smoked like a brisket. And here are your Zellies coming in here. So I'm not sure if he's just sacrificing these guys right now. And he had all of these Zealots over here that he didn't realize, I don't think. So it's probably like, why is my attack so small? And nice lockdown from Byul. But now I think Byul's in a pretty good position. He's got a lot of money in the bank. He's got a decent amount of gas. And I don't see carriers or anything. And he's just going to be able to really start pumping. And he's going to start using all of his lockdowns, I think. Going to keep his Valkyries at home. Scans coming down. Scanning right here. Going to see some Zealots looking for maybe a flank attack. Laying some mines. Nice little lockdown right there. I mean, Byul is an absolute machine. And now look at Minchul picking up his APM all the way up to 370. He does not want to lose another PVT versus the Master. The Master Byul. And someone said Ferris Bueller is what I should call him. And I like that comment. Ferris Bueller. Some Corsairs coming in here. Not sure the purpose of that. Probably going to try to get a drop in there. It's going to go after a vessel maybe. Try to take out the Valkyries. Nice little storm action. This is a lot of tanks right here. No real expos for Minchul. And he's down to 60. Well, he put himself down to 60 probes. But his money is down under 1K. And he's got to try to outmass Byul. So this is going to be tough. And I see a lockdown. Or Reaver drop. Wow. I luckily saw that. That must have came from over here. I was able to luckily see that. He only got the right side. And the left side is where all of the SCVs are. Nice little stasis right here. So there's still another. He locked down this guy too as well. I don't think there's anything in there. There is a Reaver in here, so I don't know if he's waiting for it. Look at how slow that's going down. Is that thing going to survive? Is it going to survive? Is he waiting for it? That lockdown lasts a long time. And that is going to go down. Woof. Dodged a bullet there. Little Reaver shuttle micro right here. And a little observer coming in here. Here's a drop. 2 Reavers in there. So we'll see that one get through. Here's your observer. Going to get some observation done. Here's that drop. And gonna sneak this Reaver in really nicely. And lock down, but gonna get the SCVs. And got all of them. So able to get, I think he was at about 65. So lost about 30 of his SCVs. And we haven't seen a tank drop. Could have got tank drop from down here. Here's that Dark Archon, but Byul just gonna start, probably gonna make a bunch of vultures if he can. He's got a lot of tanks queued up, so his minerals aren't bad at all, or his supply isn't bad at all. So if he can just, if he can win this battle right here and save about 8 or 9 tanks, and then with these reinforcements, it's just gonna be too tough for Minchul to take this. So wow, I am impressed. I am impressed. Byul is no joke. I still think that Minchul is better than Byul, but we'll see after the. I got 15 games with these guys, so that they played in a row. So we'll see who wins this series of what is it, maybe 15 or something like that, or 13, 12 or something like that. So I think the GG is gonna get called. Here's a little drop right here, and gonna lock down that as well. Always just paying attention, and we'll see if he uses some scans. Gonna use some stasis. There's a scan right there, and scan for any expos. But Byul going to beat Gensei Park Minchul's Protoss 2 times in a row. Wow. So good games right there. Hope you guys liked it. I'll be doing some more of these, and I'm also going to do some SCW, some 2 vs 2, get some 3 vs 3 in there. We'll get it all. So give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend, good Friday, good whatever. Peace.